Hello everyone, this is Yana Smakula. Welcome back to my channel. You are watching day 5 of the Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar unboxing. So today we're opening window number 5. I do have video tutorials showing you the projects and the products behind windows 1 through 4, and you can check those out on my YouTube channel. Links are in the video description below. So window number 5 brings us another set of dies. These are fun little loopy border dies. At first, I thought this was going to be an embossing folder because it kind of looked like that. But no, these are 2 loopy border dies. When I see dies like this, I immediately think about a background or a Christmas tree. So I decided to die cut several of those and create a triangular shape on a card to mimic a Christmas tree. I did my die cutting using different colors of cardstock or different types of cardstock. I first die cut a bunch of borders from white cardstock. By the way, don't die cut like this. It makes it very difficult to cut a border when you place it perpendicular to your cutting plate. So place it parallel to the cutting plate to make it easier to send it through the die cutting machine. When you place it perpendicular, you're trying to push the entire surface of the die through the rollers of your die cutting machine, and that makes it very difficult. But when you place your die parallel like this, that makes it a lot easier to send the plates through the machine, and it also gives you better cuts. I just didn't have my paper cut to proper size, so that's why I did the perpendicular cut at first, but I later completely switched to doing parallel cutting. So here I have a few borders cut. I also cut additional borders from the Spellbinders Treasured cardstock. I used the gold pack, and of course I used my current favorite, matte metallic. To create a sentiment for this card, here I have a panel of sea glass cardstock. This is by Simon Says Stamp. I would typically use Spellbinders Glacier cardstock, but I don't have any left in my stash, so I'm using the next best thing, which in my case is the Simon Says Stamp Sea Glass. This paper is just as beautiful. Here I have foiled the sentiment. It reads, "Hoping your holiday season is filled with joy." And this comes from an older Glimmer hot foil set from my Christmas collection from the Delightful Christmas. This is called a Merry Little Christmas Sentiments set. I foiled this in matte gold foil because that's the favorite foil color of mine. And this foil color also goes really well with a matte metallic cardstock. So I foiled the sentiment at the very bottom of this panel. And I'm next going to cut the borders a little bit to create a triangular shape. So here I'm deciding which border I want to start with, and I'm going to build my loops one by one, moving from the bottom to the top, creating a triangular shape that will look like a Christmas tree. So making each row smaller by 1 or 2 loops, depending on what looks best. And I'm just building my little tree here. You can see that I'm debating whether I want 5 or 6 loops for the 3rd row. And once I have all of these pre-cut, pre-selected, I'm ready to start adhering them onto my background. I'm using Barely Art glue and adding little dots of glue here and there to add these onto the card. I'm also using the magnets from Glassboard Studio. The smaller magnets are holding my background in place, and then the long magnets are holding the borders that I'm now adding onto the background. This is a very simple card. You can do this in different colors. I first thought about doing this in silver and dark green and then decorating with multicolored dots. You can see I have a bunch of colorful dots off to the side here. I die cut those using the Spellbinders glitter foam, but I didn't quite like that color combo, and I decided to do the traditional teal and gold because that, for me, this always works. This is like a foolproof color combination. So here I have all of the little loops adhered, and this now gives us a beautiful Christmas tree shape. I then trimmed this panel to 4 by 5 1/4 inches because I wanted to foam mount this onto the same color card base A Christmas tree, of course, needs decorations, so I embellished mine using the Opal Color Essential gems from Spellbinders. I added a bunch of gems in between the loops of my borders, and that finished my card. So this is a look at the day 5 of the Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar. I hope you are opening your advent calendar together with me. I hope you are enjoying the products and creating some projects along as well. If you don't yet have the advent calendar, I believe these are still available on the Spellbinders website. There is a Crafty Advent Calendar, the one that I'm opening in these video series, and there's also the Stitchmas Advent Calendar with 12 stitching surprises. I have links to both in my video description below. Thanks for joining me today. Love you guys, and I'm hoping to be back tomorrow with day 6.